There's a moment in every person's life when they look in the mirror and ask themselves, why am I not where I want to be yet? Why do I feel stuck while others seem to rise effortlessly? But here is the truth. The truth most people never want to admit. Success isn't complicated. It's not reserved for the lucky. It belongs to the disciplined. It belongs to the brave. It belongs to those who dare to believe when no one else does. Today, I want you to hear this with absolute clarity. There are keys to success, real, undeniable, universal keys. And if you master them, your life will change. Not maybe, not someday, but immediately. Welcome to the keys to success you must know. 1. Belief. The first gate you must walk through every achievement in human history started as a thought, a belief, a whisper inside someone's mind that said, "This is possible." Before you take action, before you build discipline, you must build belief. Because if the world believes in you, but you don't believe in yourself, you will lose. But if the world doubts you, laughs at you, questions you, and you still believe, you become unstoppable. Belief is not a motivational slogan. Belief is a strategy. Belief is a weapon. Belief is the foundation upon which every great life is built. Think about it. Your mind is constantly choosing what you are capable of. If your mind believes you're weak, you will act weak. If your mind believes you're limited, you will live limited. But if your mind truly believes you can rise, fight, build, and win, then nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the person who has already decided to succeed. Success begins inside you, long before it shows up outside you. Chapter 2. Action. Turning belief into reality. Belief without action is imagination. Action is where your dreams become real. You can visualize. You can affirm. You can write goals in your journal every night. But if you don't take action, nothing changes. Action is the bridge between the life you have and the life you want. Too many people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for confidence. They wait for motivation. They wait for a sign. Here's the truth. Motivation comes after action, not before it. Wake up early. Study when no one else is watching. Build that business idea, work on your craft, learn a new skill, send that email, take that risk. Every step you take, so even the small ones, is a vote for the person you're becoming. And listen carefully, your future is created by tiny actions repeated thousands of times. Invisible habits build visible success. The world only sees the results, but you must commit to the process. 3. Discipline. The great divider between winners and quitters. Discipline is painful. It's uncomfortable. It demands sacrifice. But discipline is the price of greatness. And everyone who refuses to pay that price ends up paying a bigger one. Regret. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's waking up early even when you're exhausted. It's working out even when you don't feel like it. It's studying instead of scrolling. It's putting your phone down to have a real conversation. It's saying no to distractions so you can say yes to your purpose. Anyone can act once. Anyone can act when they feel good. But disciplined people act whether they feel like it or not. And that's why they win. Discipline is the reason some people live the life they dream about, while others look at them with envy and say, they're just lucky. No, they're not lucky. They're disciplined. 4. Find joy. Because success without joy is failure. One of the most powerful truths you'll ever learn comes from people like Richard Branson. Billionaires, innovators, leaders who changed the world. They say, I didn't succeed and then become happy. I was happy and that made me succeed. Joy fuels your energy. Joy keeps you alive. Joy makes you stay curious, creative, open-minded. If you hate everything you do, you won't grow, you'll break. If you wake up every day miserable, you won't succeed, you'll burn out. Find joy in the little things. The peace of early mornings, the satisfaction of progress, the beauty of learning, the excitement of improvement, the relationships that matter. And sometimes the most powerful move you can make is walking away from things that steal your joy. If something drains your spirit every single day, it's not success. It's self-destruction. 5. Be present. Put down your phone and live in a world where everyone is glued to a screen. Being present becomes a superpower. Branson said it best. Real connection happens face to face. Real life happens in the moment. Put your phone down. Listen to people. Focus on what matters. Build relationships that actually feed your soul. Your attention is your greatest currency. Invest it wisely. A belief, action, discipline, joy, presence. Master these 5 keys, and your life will not stay the same. You will feel stronger, more focused, more alive, more in control, more unstoppable. This is only the beginning. In part 2, we dive deeper into the next keys of success, stepping outside your comfort zone, learning from everything, and building a life of true fulfillment. There comes a point in every journey where belief, action, and discipline are no longer enough. A point where the path becomes darker, the challenges grow larger, and the world seems to whisper, maybe you should slow down. Maybe this is too hard. Maybe you're not meant for this. And this is the exact moment where most people stop. Not because they are weak, not because they lack talent, but because they are afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to look foolish. Afraid to leave the comfort of where they are. But listen carefully. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Fear is the gate you must walk through to find your future. In this second part, we unlock the next crucial keys to success. The ones that separate ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. 6. Step out of your comfort zone. Where real growth begins. Every great story starts with a leap, a decision, a moment where someone whispers to themselves, I'm going to try, even if I'm terrified. Richard Branson didn't build an empire by staying safe. He didn't remain in familiar territory. He said yes to ideas, to industries, to opportunities that were far beyond what he knew. And that is the difference between people who grow and people who remain stuck. Your comfort zone is warm, but nothing grows there. The job you know, the routine you're used to, the people who don't challenge you, the habits you've repeated for years, they keep you stable, but they also keep you small. You weren't born to be small. You weren't born to float through life unnoticed. You weren't born to die wondering what could have happened if you just tried. Every time you do something uncomfortable, wake up earlier, learn a new skill, speak up in a meeting, apply for a job you think you're not ready for, you expand your capacity. You grow into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone more capable. The version of you that succeeds is living outside your comfort zone. So go meet them. 7. Try new things. Because greatness never happens in the familiar. Most people live the same year 70 times and call it a life. They repeat the same routines, think the same thoughts, make the same decisions, and then wonder why nothing changes. But successful people? They are explorers, innovators, learners. They are willing to look foolish, willing to start at zero, willing to be beginners again and again. Branson said, "The best things in life never happen inside the comfort zone. The reason is simple. To get something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Learn a new skill. Take a different path. Say yes to challenges that scare you. Experiment. Try. Fail. Try again. Every new thing expands your world. Every experience adds power to your identity. And every risk builds the courage you will need for the next step. Never let the fear of looking stupid stop you from becoming great. The world may laugh today, but one day they'll call you a genius. 8. Learn from everything. Success is built on lessons, not luck. Some people think success is about luck, about timing, about being at the right place at the right moment. But here's the truth. Success is a skill, and every skill is learned. Branson didn't finish school. He wasn't qualified, he wasn't prepared, but he never stopped learning. He learned from mistakes. He learned from failure. He learned from people smarter than him. He learned from life itself. You must do the same. If something doesn't work, don't complain. Ask why. If someone criticizes you, don't get offended. Listen closely. If you fail, don't run away. Study it. Life is constantly teaching you, but most people refuse to pay attention. The people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid mistakes. They're the ones who extract every lesson from them. Every failure becomes data. Every obstacle becomes instruction. Every setback becomes preparation. Winners learn. Losers repeat. Number 9, build habits of happiness. Because a broken heart cannot build a beautiful life. Here's a truth that shocks many people. Success doesn't create happiness. Happiness creates success. Branson said it. Science proves it. Life shows it again and again. When you're bitter, angry, stressed, and exhausted, your decisions become impulsive. Your creativity disappears. Your discipline collapses. Your energy dies. But when you build habits that protect your mental peace, when you choose gratitude, connection, optimism, joy, you unlock a power that most people never access. Happiness is not a luxury. Happiness is a strategy, a daily habit, a mindset that strengthens everything else. So ask yourself, what steals your happiness? And what feeds your happiness? Remove the things that drain you, toxic people, pointless drama, bad habits, guilt, fear, self-doubt. Add things that nourish you, exercise, nature, learning, real conversations, deep rest, creativity, love. You can't build a successful life with a broken spirit. Protect your energy as fiercely as your goals. These keys, stepping outside your comfort zone, embracing new experiences, learning from everything, and building habits of happiness. They are the architects of a powerful life. But we're not done. In part 3, we unlock the final piece. How to turn all these keys into a long-term, unshakable life strategy. The path that transforms you into the person who cannot be stopped, cannot be broken, and cannot be denied. Everything you've learned so far, belief, action, discipline, joy, curiosity, courage, these are not just ideas. They are weapons, tools, foundations. But there is one more key. A key that amplifies everything else. A key that turns good intentions into unstoppable momentum. A key that transforms ordinary people into the kind of individuals the world can no longer ignore. And that key is this: consistency and identity. Becoming the person who lives success, not chases it. Let's unlock the final chapter. Get to a 10. The person you become will always matter more than the goals you achieve. Most people set goals. Very few people transform their identity. Anyone can say, I want to be successful. I want to be disciplined. I want to be wealthy. I want to be healthier. I want to change. But wanting means nothing if you don't change who you are on the inside. Goals are about outcomes. Identity is about embodiment. A person who identifies as disciplined doesn't need motivation to act. A person who identifies as strong doesn't crumble when life gets heavy. A person who identifies as capable doesn't question every step. A person who identifies as a learner doesn't fear failure. They expect it and grow from it. If your identity remains the same, your life remains the same. Change your identity and your entire world will shift with it. 11. Consistency, the most underrated superpower of success. People love intensity. The big moments, the dramatic changes, the overnight transformations. But the truth? Success is quiet. Success is slow. Success is consistent. A little better every day. A small action repeated thousands of times. A decision to show up even when you don't want to. A promise to yourself kept again and again and again. Consistency is boring, but it is the greatest force for transformation in the world. You don't become strong by going to the gym once. You don't become wealthy by saving money once. You don't become wise by reading one book. It's the repetition that builds greatness. If you want a different life, you must build different habits and repeat them until they become part of you. Consistency turns actions into habits. Habits turn into identity. Identity becomes destiny. This is how success is built. Or for 12. Patience. The ability to endure the journey without losing heart. We live in a world obsessed with speed. Fast success, fast results, fast motivation, fast wealth. But real success, the kind that lasts, takes time. Patience is not about waiting. Patience is about enduring with purpose. Branson said, success is a long road with many turns. And he's right. There will be moments when nothing seems to move, when you work every day and see no progress, when people around you move ahead faster, when self-doubt starts whispering again. But hear me clearly, slow progress is still progress. Consistency compounds. Small improvements stack into massive results. A seed doesn't sprout the same day you plant it. Your life won't transform instantly either. But if you water it, protect it, nurture it, one day you'll wake up and won't even recognize how far you've come. Patience is not weakness. Patience is strength. It is emotional endurance. It is the mindset of winners. 13. Persistence. Never quit, even when the world says you should. There is one thing all successful people share. They refuse to quit. They fail. They fall. They break. They get rejected. They lose. They face moments that would destroy most people, but they rise again and again and again. Branson said, don't ever give up. Keep going until you succeed. Persistence is not about stubbornness. It is about vision. You know who you want to become. You know what life you want to build. You know what future you're fighting for. And you absolutely refuse to be denied. The world respects the person who does not quit. Life eventually opens doors for the one who keeps knocking. Success belongs to the one who doesn't stop walking, even when the path gets dark. If you can master persistence, there is almost nothing you cannot achieve. 14. Gratitude and Freude. Turn what you have into enough. Here's something most people overlook. Gratitude is power. It grounds you. It protects your mind. It keeps you from comparing your life to others. And most importantly, it allows you to enjoy the journey instead of only chasing the destination. People think gratitude makes you soft, but it does the opposite and makes you resilient. When you're grateful, you're not operating from fear. You're operating from strength. You're not focused on scarcity. You're focused on possibility. Gratitude helps you see the opportunities in front of you instead of obsessing over the things you don't have yet. A grateful heart is a fearless heart. And now you have all the keys. Belief, your internal fire. Action, your bridge to change. Discipline, your structure. Joy, your fuel. New experiences, your expansion. Learning, your evolution. Happiness, your foundation. Identity, your blueprint. Consistency, your engine. Patience, your durability, your endurance. Persistence, your guarantee. Gratitude, your peace. These aren't just ideas for inspiration. These are instructions, frameworks, a life strategy. And if you apply them not for a day, not for a week, but for years, you will transform. You will become someone the world cannot ignore. Someone who rises, someone who leads, someone who lives with purpose and power. The keys are in your hands now. The door is in front of you. Open it. Walk through it and never ever look back. This is your time. This is your life. This is your moment to become unstoppable.